Hey gang, happy Friday the 13th to you, and welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Bloody Murder. Can you tell at all what this movie might be sort of like? Any idea? Okay. It's about a bunch of teenagers who go to a camp to become counselors for the summer. And they all start getting killed off by a maniac in a hockey mask in some very gory, disturbing, not really very creative ways. Now, the movie's called Bloody Murder because apparently the counselors decided that they wanted to play a game called Bloody Murder. I guess it's supposed to be sort of like hide and seek and tag, and yeah, if anybody catches you, you're supposed to scream out bloody murder. Kids nowadays, huh? Well, our main hero, Julie, is playing detective in this movie to figure out where all the counselors are going to and who's doing all the murders. And while she's doing all of this, her boyfriend, Jason, comes up missing as well. Although it turns out Jason is a cheating butthead, but we'll get into that later. So there's a killer in a hockey mask going around killing counselors and whoever else. And the killer actually turns out to be, after about half a dozen red herrings, the killer turns out to be the guy running the whole thing. His name is Patrick. It turns out there was a prank that went horribly wrong years ago, and he has hated counselors ever since because counselors had something to do with the accident. But this whole killer thing, the killer is supposed to be named Trevor Morehouse, so yeah. Intimidating name, huh? Well, Julie winds up surviving. Patrick gets shot. The local police come by, pick him up, and talk to him, and he admits that he killed everybody except for one person who he didn't wind up killing. And he says something about how Trevor Morehouse may still be out there. So Jason thinks he's going to get back with Julie, but Julie winds up going with somebody else, and poor Jason winds up walking home alone until what appears to be Trevor Morehouse appears out of the bushes with what you see right there, a chainsaw, and kills Jason. Why did this movie suck? Some of the dumbest gore I've ever seen in my life. The stupidest kills. All of it looked fake. I mean, if this movie was trying to be a low-budget version of Friday the 13th, well, it accomplished that, but it also failed at it at the same time. You know, I don't get why so many people like to have Jason posing with a chainsaw. Throughout all the movies, the closest thing he ever used to a chainsaw was that weed whacker looking thing with a saw blade on the end of it. But yet he's always depicted carrying a chainsaw for some reason. It's really idiotic that they tried to make the killer wear a hockey mask, and you know, there are a ton of good and bad Killer Loose in the Woods movies. The Burning, good one. This one sucked. And what's sad is they made a sequel to it. But the mask killer in that one, the mask looks a little bit different. It kind of looks like one of those masks like you see in the theater. But it wasn't much better either. So there you guys have it. A review of Bloody Murder. Ready or not, here he comes. Yeah, great tagline, huh? If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that involves a killer wearing an outfit that looks very similar, a plot that seems similar, the whole movie seems similar, and by the end of it, you feel like you just want to throw it out the window into traffic. Afterwards, send it my way, and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. Hope you had a very safe and happy Friday the 13th. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. You know, I had no idea Jason could play guitar. That's pretty cool.